So I'm reading this Fox News article about persecution of Christians in the Middle East. The article reads, there are new warnings that Christianity could possibly be wiped out of Iraq, Afghanistan, and Egypt because of severe and persistent persecution against Christians. According to the U.S. Commission on International Religious Freedom, in 2003, there were 800,000 to 1.4 million Christians in Iraq. Today, there are only an estimated 500,000 Christians. And so, the article goes on, and one of the things it says is, of the possibility that Christianity may be eradicated in the region, Leonard Leo, the U.S. Commission on International Religious Freedom, he said that, first of all, Christianity has always been a very important part of the fabric of Middle Eastern and North African society, and for those populations to now be dwindling or leaving has a very serious impact on the stability, security, and prosperity of countries in the Middle East and in North and Sub-Saharan Africa. As far as I can tell, they really didn't address the persecution of Christians in Israel, and you think that Jesus being Jewish, and you think that the season being Christmas, would have brought up some of the issues of, hey, there are Christians, including Messianic Jews, who are being persecuted by the Haredim. It's not just about unfortunate incidents, I guess, at the very least. It isn't just about, at the least, unfortunate incidents like that young girl being spit on by Haredim just because she was wearing leather. It's also about the persecution of Christians and Messianic Jews that continues in Israel, and besides Christians and besides the young girl who was spit on, and I'm amazed that they didn't address any of that in the article, that there is persecution of Christians in Israel, and had that girl been a Messianic Jew, they would have treated her even worse than they did. They had another article where they addressed the persecution of that girl, but as I said in this article about will increased violence cause Christianity wiped out in the Middle East, they didn't even address how the Messianic Jewish community and the rest of the Christian community is part of that community in the Middle East of Christians who are being treated really badly and far worse than that non-Messianic Jewish girl was. Like I said, just imagine that a young girl had been a Messianic Jew for a minute.